G'day viewers, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be dealing with this nitric acid, which was used in all my previous videos for nitric baths, so the BGAs, the IC chips, etc. There's silver in there, and I'll be recovering the silver. Now, you may notice in my video where I used salt water for the reverse electroplating that I kept my salt water, and I intended on using it to drop silver because I didn't have any copper, and copper is far more expensive than salt water. So what I've done is I managed to get hold of some copper, but I did put some of that solution into here and put some salt water in there for those who haven't seen it done, and as you can see there's silver in the bottom. Now, decided not to do the whole lot with salt water because then some would say that would need to be converted to elemental silver, which I know it doesn't. I know it can be melted as it is. However, there may be some sort of loss of silver in the burning of it if it's not changed over to elemental silver. I don't know. I think if there is any loss, the amount of loss would be minimal, given the price of silver is not a lot. Comparing that to the price of copper, which is in Australia $9 a kilo for this grade copper. So ordinarily I would just do it all with salt water. However, I did get some copper. This cost me nothing, so I'm going to put this in here, and then all the silver will drop out as elemental silver. I've only got the 3 sheets and it's paper thin, so I don't know how long it's going to last. There's also the possibility that there's some free nitric in this solution, which means it's going to needlessly consume the copper before it rejects any silver. But I don't have any sulfamic acid left, so that's all I can do is just put that in there, hope to recover any silver, and once all that copper is gone, if it all goes, I will then filter the solution and try the remaining solution with salt water to see if I get any more. So I only put the salt water in here this morning. It hasn't quite settled. You can see there's a dark green on top and then it starts going to shady green. It's going to need more time to settle. I'll filter that off and collect that silver. And while that happens, this is probably going to take a couple of days, I suppose, and see what silver we get out of there. The main thing is I know that there's definitely silver in there because it's dropped from here and I poured that into there. So now it's a waiting game to collect the silver. I know a lot of you guys are interested in the silver recovery, so we'll see what we get. Alrighty, I'll come back when it's something to show you. Well, unfortunately all that copper's gone and I didn't see any silver at the bottom, so I would say there was a lot of excess nitric. It's just wasted all that copper. So I'm going to pour salt water in. You can see there's silver coming out straight away. I'll fill it up to the top, might as well. I've got plenty of salt water. That's all the salt water. You wouldn't need so much normally, but I'll just use it up. And now let it settle. And it should turn out like this one. And you can see the silver in the bottom. So give it a few days, or that's actually been about 3 or 4 days already. So it's going to take a while, I think, for that to settle out. Wish I had some sulfamic acid, I could have denoxed it. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Okay, so this has been sitting now for 4 days. It's about as much as I think is going to settle. I'm going to siphon all this liquid off and get down to the silver, and then I'll try filtering this, see if I can get any of the silver, but I don't know if I'm going to have any luck with that. It looks like it's all settled as much as it's going to. I may end up just putting this solution into my silver stock pot. And we'll get into the silver and I'll collect it all and wash it so we can melt it up. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys this. I just came back from the rubbish tip or recycling centre, as some of you may know, and I picked each of these items up for $1. And there's a slight difference in the shade between these three and these three. I don't know why. I can't see sterling written anywhere on there, but same with this one. I'm guessing it's plated, but that's okay. So I wish I had these before I put the salt water in the nitric acid, because I know the smart thing to do would have been to put some silver in there and the nitric would have consumed the silver, but I didn't have anything. But I got these now, so next time I have nitric I'll be able to put these in. Well, I'm running at a loss already on this one. As you may remember, I had my large 5 litre beaker sitting here. This was the other one that was sitting over on here. I held it in my hand like that to squirt the sort of silver into the 5 litre, and it slipped, hit the rim, smashed my 5 litre beaker. There is nowhere near enough silver there to even come close to buying another one, and I certainly can't afford to buy another one, so it's a bugger. I use that all the time too. So all I can do now is just keep washing this until it's clean and just accept the loss, I guess. As you can see, the water's clean now, so that silver can be poured through a filter. So I'm going to decant all that water and pour the silver into a filter to catch it so we can melt it up. Okay guys, I've melted the silver into shot so that I can use it for my silver cell, and the weight is it'll help if I turned it on. 1 second. Let's try again. The weight is 12.9 grams. That's not too bad. So some of the gold, silver appears to have a golden sort of tinge to it. I'm not saying it's gold, but gold does travel with silver, so there's a possibility of a minute amount of gold in there. But anyway, that's not a bad result. I guess that's from 3 or 4 videos. So I hope you liked what you saw. There's plenty more videos to come. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.